Thinking about a trip to Punta Cana? Well, buckle up for a wild ride. This Dominican Republic destination is known for its stunning beaches, luxurious resorts, and crime. That's right, Punta Cana isn't exactly the safest place on earth, but it doesn't have to be a complete disaster either. In this video, we'll tell you everything you need to know about safety in Punta Cana, from the scams you should avoid to the precautions you should take. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So the most asked question is, can I leave the resort in Punta Cana? And the answer is simple. Although resort areas are the safest, the rest of Punta Cana is also safe to explore. Just make sure that you do most of your exploring during the day, and that you go with at least a buddy, if not a group. First, we will talk about some scams out there. So let's start. The taxi scam is one of the most common scams in Punta Cana. Taxi drivers will often try to overcharge tourists, especially if they don't use a meter. To avoid this scam, always agree on a price with the driver before getting in a taxi. Second is the Uber scam, very similar to the taxi scam, but with Uber drivers. The driver will claim that the app isn't working properly and that you need to pay cash. This fee is usually much higher than what you would have paid through the app. To avoid this scam, only pay Uber drivers through the app. Third is the camera scam. This scam involves a local giving you their camera and asking you to take a picture. When you return the camera, they drop it and demand payment for the damage. To avoid this scam, simply refuse to take the camera. Fourth is drink spiking scam. This scam involves a criminal drugging a tourist's drink and then robbing them. To avoid this scam, never leave your drink unattended, especially at bars and clubs. And the last is a fake police scam, which involves criminals impersonating police officers and robbing tourists. To avoid this scam, be suspicious of anyone who approaches you claiming to be a police officer. Always ask to see their identification before giving them any information or belongings. Now let's talk about some precautions for your safe trip. Be aware of your surroundings. Punta Cana is a relatively safe place for tourists, but it's important to be aware of your surroundings at all times. Avoid walking alone at night, especially in unfamiliar areas. Don't leave your belongings unattended. This is especially important at the beach and in public places. Always keep an eye on your bags and belongings to avoid theft. Be careful with your drinks. Never leave your drinks unattended, especially at bars and clubs. There have been cases of tourists being drugged and robbed. Don't flaunt your wealth. Punta Cana is a popular tourist destination, so it's important to be discreet with your wealth. Avoid wearing expensive jewelry or flashing large amounts of cash. Listen to the advice of the locals. The resort staff and tour leaders are there to help you stay safe. Be sure to listen to their advice and follow their instructions. Trust your gut. If something feels wrong, it probably is. If you're uncomfortable with a situation, don't hesitate to walk away. So Punta Cana can be a safe and enjoyable vacation destination, but it's important to be aware of the scams and precautions that you need to take. By following the tips in this video, you can minimize your risk of being a victim of crime and have a great time in Punta Cana. And now I have a bonus tip for you. If you're planning on staying at a resort, make sure to research which ones are the safest. You can do this by reading reviews online or talking to travel agents. Once you're at the resort, be sure to follow the rules and listen to the advice of the staff. They're there to help you stay safe and have a great time. So there you have it. Everything you need to know about safety in Punta Cana. Now go out there and enjoy your vacation. Just be careful and remember, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.